Welcome everyone, Costin here with Baldur's Gate 3. This has been certainly a very long time coming. Before I do start playing the game though, I do have to take note of the origin characters, because you can play your own custom blank slate character, or you can play one of the origins, though the DarkUrge is also one that you can customize, but he comes with a twist. By the way, let's go over them. Astarian. After 200 years of serving a cruel master, the vampire spawn, Astarian is finally free. Free to walk in the sun, free to chase power, and free to take revenge.
Hello, darling. Don't be shy. I promise not to bite until we've been formally introduced. My name's Astarian, and I've spent a century stalking the night, hunting for pretty morsels just like you. A man called Cazador made me what I am, kept me like a pet, forced me to do his bidding. No more. The Tadpole's influence broke his dominance over me, and now I can finally pursue the one thing I've hungered for these long, dark years. Revenge. I'm going back to Baldur's Gate to track Cazador down in his lair. I'll be the last thing the bastard ever sees.
Okay, well, he is certainly on a quest of revenge. Lazelle. Lazelle was raised ready for life among the stars, mercilessly conquering the cosmos as a soldier. Grounded, she must deal with a world she doesn't understand and find a way to serve her people in a plane that despises her militant kin.
Since I was born in the cold reaches of world space, I have known but one purpose: to wield a silver sword and ride a red dragon in service of my regent, the Githyanki Queen Vlakith. My first step on this path is to slay a mind flayer and bring its head to my queen. There is no flesh I will not carve, and no barrier I will not shatter to see it done. I am the one who sunders. I am the Undying Queen's most unshakable warrior. I am Lazelle of Kalir.
She's the berserker. Okay. Gail.
Well met, stranger. You find yourself in the presence of the renowned wizarding prodigy, Gail of Waterdeep. Please, no need to be intimidated. My virtuosic talents once caught the eye of the goddess of magic herself, Mystra, who named me her chosen, and her lover. Thanks to a slight miscalculation on my part, that relationship eventually soured, as did the greatest of my powers. Now I'm merely a humble wizard on the road to redemption. Unless I can find the path to something greater.
Okay. Well, aren't you a rogue? Gail's wizarding prowess once earned him the love of a goddess, the goddess of magic, until his ambition led him to the brink of catastrophe. Shadowheart. Shadowheart willingly undertook a ritual to remove her memories in order to protect the secrets of her fellow Shar worshippers. Loss and pain are secret to her, but her faith is now being tested like never before.
My name is Shadowheart, loyal servant of Shar, goddess of darkness and loss. There is little more I can tell you than that. My Lady Shah tasked me with a mission of such secrecy that I surrendered great swathes of my memory in order to safeguard the knowledge of it. All I know is that I must bring the artifact I hold to Baldur's Gate, and that nothing can stand in my way. My goddess is watching.
Her goddess is watching. Okay. Well, known as the Blade of Frontiers, Will uses his magic to fell the monsters and devils menacing the Sword Coast. In a moment of desperation, he accepted an offer of greater power, forcing him into an infernal game he is struggling to play.
"7 years ago, I was exiled from Baldur's Gate, the city I call home. My name is Will, but the people of the Sword Coast call me the Blade of Frontiers, champion of the meek, defender of the innocent. The truth isn't quite so simple, but they're right about one thing. I hunt monsters, and I always catch my prey. My latest target is a devil, and I'm right on her tail. Once I'm through with her, she'll never escape the fires of the first hell."
So he's a demon hunter. Karluk. Karluk has escaped 10 years of service in hells with nothing but the axe on her back, and the infernal engine blazing furiously where her heart used to be.
Years ago, I was sold to the Archdevil Zariel. She put a hellfire engine in my chest and made me her prize soldier. But I've escaped now. Thank you, Mind Flayers. And I've got a few scores to settle. If this engine doesn't burn me to ash first, I'll need people I can trust. An infernal mechanic, and a serious amount of luck. But you know what? I'm not worried. After 10 years in the Hells, I can take on anything. I've got my chance at freedom, and believe me, I'm going home.
I think your home is not gonna accept you so easily, considering what you have become in the DarkUrge. You remember nothing but path paved with blood. Unimaginable cruelty whispers to you from within. Can you escape it? Would you even want to?
My rancid blood whispers to me, kill, kill, and kill again. My ruined body yearns to reap death in this world. And when this foul urge calls, it possesses my whole being. Injured beyond repair. I know nothing besides this. I must resist the DarkUrge, lest it consume my mind. I must discover who I was and what happened to me before my twitching knife hand writes a tragedy in blood.
How very poetic. I'm gonna play the DarkUrge. I think that's gonna be my player character after I edit his appearance. Okay, so that is the intro to our cast of characters. I do find it an interesting idea that you can play as any of them. And all I can think about, like, listening to that, like, imagine if you could have played something like Dragon Age Origins as an example, as, say, I don't know, Alistair or Sten or any of the companions you had, like, have the intro, go to Astarian, all that. It would have certainly been a lot more compelling than the blank slate you ultimately had. Okay, Costin here, signing out. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and enable notifications, and stay tuned for more. Our journey is just going to begin.